you all ready for a very non-technical presentation for 5 minutes? Future is not something that just happens because time goes by. It's something that we create. And that's why we're here in Cemvita, to see the future of synthetic biology. And for the next 5 minutes, it's my pleasure to share with you the result of a foresight study that we did at Cemvita to envision the future of BioSolutions in energy transition. So I think biotech meets climate tech. And if you remember one thing from this presentation, please remember foresight, because I think it's a very powerful framework for thinking about the future. So we talk about the future, but it's not something that just somehow happens down the road. And I think William Gibson said it best. The future is actually already here. It's just not evenly distributed. And I think that Cemvita is going to play a massive role in creating a sustainable future in energy transition, in the way we produce energy, in the way we produce chemicals and materials that we need for everyday life, in the way we extract minerals and metals from the earth as well. As a matter of fact, BioSolutions, which is the same in this context as Cemvita, is already playing a big role in the natural resource industry today. Solutions like renewable natural gas by anaerobic digestion, wastewater treatment with the activated sludge process, biofuels with fermentation, and copper bioleaching. These are not new solutions, they're actually pretty old. They've been happening for a long time. And at Cemvita, our company, we're linking this legacy solutions to the future by applying the latest and greatest of synthetic biology. We're creating solutions like utilizing waste carbon for biomanufacturing of sustainable oil for production of sustainable aviation fuel, biomining of copper and lithium, and subsurface biomanufacturing of natural hydrogen. This is happening today, but what about 10, 15 years from now? Of course, the promise of biotech is huge. In one report, McKinsey estimates 60% of the economy input to be produced biologically. And another report by BCG estimates a 10 trillion in yearly economic opportunity by 2030. I'll show this, but I don't know about you, I'm a little bit sick and tired of studies that just throw out a number and a forecast with some graphs, and they're always wrong. So I went on a journey to find a better tool that tells a story, a different way of thinking about the possibilities in the future. And that's when I found foresight. In foresight, the goal is not to predict the future or to create forecasts, but it's to try to understand the drivers of change and how the different drivers could create different scenarios for the future and its different possibilities of the future. So in the study that we did, we started with the domain map, we did the current assessment, then we scanned the market, and from that we arrived at key drivers for future of BioSolutions in energy transition. And here they are. Technology acceleration, climate impetus, AI advancements, economic environment, and the regulatory support. All of these are important. Technology plays a role, but it's not everything. So then from these drivers and different combinations with different intensity, different possibilities emerge, different scenarios for the future. We considered 4 scenarios: the baseline, the collapse, new equilibrium, and the transformation. And for today, I only have enough time to share some highlights about one of these, and of course I'm going to choose the transformation because that's the most fun. That's the one that we're all hoping for and we're all actively creating. In this scenario, we have a precise understanding of microbiology and use that to engineer the world around us. In this future, biosolutions have been integrated into heavy industries, and solutions like carbon capture, utilization and storage, biochemistry, and bioextraction of minerals and materials are largely deployed, and the potential is realized. The more fun part of this is when you think about beyond what we already know, but what other solutions could emerge in this future. And we looked at a bunch of case studies. Here are a few of those. Ultra-fast charging microbial fuel cells, regenerative materials and self-healing concrete, Biochemistry replacing chemistry, not just for the high-end products, but also in the commodity market. Biorecycling of plastics and batteries, biological data storage and computing, and bioremediation and biodiversity restorations are just some of those examples that he arrived at. At the end of the day, the best way to predict the future is to create it. And Alan Kay has a variation of this where he says, the best way to predict the future is to invent it. And I think creation and invention are two sides of the same coin for an innovator. So it's our intentional experiments, investments, and decisions that create the future. So I ask you, and I ask myself, what is our preferred future? And let's make it happen. Thank you so much.